We are live tonight. If you want to create a masterclass of video that actually gets viewed, it starts long before you hit record. Tonight, I will show you the blueprint, how to organize your content, and the technical setup that make your video or masterclass look premium. Looking at the agenda, the next step is to organize your content for editing the masterclass, a step-by-step process. Let's get there, let's get it done. Look at the entire screen, and let's share that for you. You'll be able to look at the agenda right now. We are using a process called video stacking. That's basically when you use a series of videos that you have published that have gotten a certain amount of views, that you feel you have a good grasp of what's going on, that you have done some pre-editing, and you stack them together into a masterclass. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. This is my channel here, and these are some of my videos. So some of these videos have been posted, some of them are scheduled, some of them are ready to go. And what I have done is I have put together a list of them and I stack them together into a master class. How you do that? Very simple, right? So I randomly selected videos. Let me get rid of this color so you see what I'm talking about. I randomly selected videos that I have posted recently. I say, how can I put them together, in order to come up with something that's cohesive and comprehensive? That was the so-called big idea, right? You always have to start with an idea. So basically, I list them all in a sheet of paper here, basically. And then I decided to do what? I decided to prioritize the list. And this is basically a prioritization of the videos that I have from top to bottom. That's the order that I plan to show them. Now, what do you mean by what are the colors? The color means that if it's yellow, that means that I already loaded it into my editing software, which is DaVinci Resolve. And as you see here, I did that last night. I started doing some of the editing already last night. I started loading the video. And one of the things that I noticed when I was putting it together was there was some duplication. Like for example, this video right here, if you listen to it for a minute.
Want more views, higher watch time, and better engagement? Here's my complete viral video workflow from start to finish.
And then you listen to another one that I had in another section. It sounded extremely the same.
Want more views, higher watch time, and better engagement? Here's my complete viral video workflow from start.
So what I did basically was I separated this right here, I put it towards the end to give you an idea. So all I had to do now is basically select it, do a delete or a cut. Doesn't matter what I do, boom, it's gone. So that's gone as part of the selection. Then what I did after that was I said, do I have enough of a library here to be able to have a cohesive statement about what I wanted to accomplish, right? So it turns out I said, I probably need to do some upgrading. When I looked at the folder, for example, or the second video, it was actually missing, right? So I had to go find it, downloaded it from my system, and I put it back into the second spot. So I now the green means that it's an update that I'm making tonight, right? Those videos were not there last night. The black one means that's basically I'm not using it, right? So that's what it means. Because you can see I'm adding 1, 2, 3, 4 additional videos to what I already have there. And that should give us a pretty good succinct set of topics to talk about. So most of the videos here, right, it talks about, besides the masterclass, it's about finding the right trend of what's trending in YouTube right now. And I talk about how to do that. Then finding outliers, which is the key to creating viral video. Then the next one's about growing fast. The next one is a system that I have that I'd like to show you that has worked for me. Talks about what are the things that we do after we upload the video. But then after that, we talked about a little bit of motivation, right? About the algorithm and how to go viral, right? Again, remember, this is about getting views. If you want to get the subscriber and mostly the 4,000 hours, you have to get views, and you have to get not only views, you have to get quality views. You have to have people to stay on your channel and listen to the words you're saying, and being able to basically comment on your video and create that community that you need in order to get to where you need to go. So I kind of talk about how to go viral, how to get there. And then a topic that's very important to a lot of people is shadow banning. Some people think because they're not getting enough view, they might be shadow banned by YouTube, and they begin to be concerned about. So we talked about the real answer for 2026, how to identify shadow banning, how to avoid it, how to overcome it if you do get hit by it, okay? Then we talked about live streaming, the importance of live streaming as part of your playbook. Talked about that. And then the other topic that's quite trending nowadays that your channel could vanish overnight if you're doing certain things that are not within the community rule, in the community of YouTube, and you're not meeting the community guidelines. So something you may want to look into, and be certain that you kind of stay on top of. Then we have a couple of videos, like especially this one here, about getting to the 4,000 hours organically. And no matter what, to keep posting, even if you're getting low views, because that's the key to actually overcoming all of the issues that you find with YouTube. And keep, and again, I'm talking about tactical streaming. I do feel that streaming is a very important feature of your YouTube condition. I know people want to do faceless channel, and they do work, but they may not work for everybody. At least if you have patience, it would work. But the importance of having a situation where you do live streaming in combination with short video, in combination with long video, and in combination with other methods that we express here, is really, to me, the key, this holistic approach to basically getting to being monetized, right? And we address all that. Monetization, we talked about initially on the creator framework of the masterclass. Right at the beginning, we talked about monetization, and then we talk about this other topic. So let's see so far what we have accomplished, what we have done. And before I get to that, though, let me see if I can talk about something else. Besides the video stacking, we're going to talk about the importance of title, subtitle, or no subtitle, using avatars, whether it be your video, your voice, or your own voice. Using your avatar on your video is critical. The highest level, obviously, for you to use your own voice and your own video if you can. But most people don't want to, or cannot, or for whatever reason, they feel more comfortable using avatars. And I'll show you an example of using my avatar for both a video avatar and for using my voice avatar. They're kind of different because voice changes over time. And I'll give you an example how to use both. Okay, so that being said, let me close this section here. That way we don't get confused with what we're working on tonight. Okay, so much for that. So a little bit of what we are is basically we added the base video, everything that's in yellow is added here. And we added this video and this video. I believe only those two, right? Okay, so let's see if we could show you how to add. By the way, one of the things that you want to do, like I'll give you a little bit of rope-a-dope what we're doing here. As you stack a lot of video, what you end up having is the timeline is really compressed. And you begin to it's hard to kind of figure out where you stand. So two things that I do is, one is I kind of leave a gap between the videos until I'm certain that that's the order that I wanted to do. And the reason for that is, for example, it allows me to quickly move sections of it. Like let's say that video, I want to move that, right? See that? I could just move that section within that section. And it's not tied into the other ones, right? So if I want to just edit that section of the video initially, I could do that. The other thing that I do is I actually mark the videos, like for example, let me see if I can show you this. I'll mark it with this setting. I don't know if it's not showing up. What I love about what I do, sometimes things work, sometimes they don't. It's magical. Let's see, audio, video. Well, what I want to show you doesn't work, so I have to come to it later. But I do marking with this, with a number too. I know which kind of video is the one that I'm editing at the point. So let's see that we added the stop guessing. We added that one, and we added tactical streaming, and we added this one here. Now, one of the things I wanted to mention, I don't know that I mentioned it last night, is this timer right here. If you're not used to adding, working with Resolve, DaVinci Resolve, once you download the first video, you get a timeline. And if you do a right click on your mouse and you go to timeline and you go to setting, if you're doing a long video, this will be fine, right? Use the project setting, right? But if you want to do a short video, you kind of unclick that one and you click it here for vertical short, but I don't want to do that today, right? I want to leave it the way it was, so I'm going to cancel that. Another way to do project settings comes down here to this little icon. You click there, and it gives you the same view of project setting. And you can make, usually what you would change for the most part is the timeline format, which is up here. Very powerful, especially if you try to do short and things of that nature, right? I don't want to make any changes there. There were some things that I didn't show last night that I wanted to show tonight. So let's see if I'm able to, how do I add additional video on the right location? Let's see what we have here. So go back to this, go dark. So I already added this one in, so I'm gonna yellow this one. Well, what yellow usually means it's in the folder. Blue usually means that it's already on the timeline. And I have to make some update here. I believe I entered this one too. I do this after every upload. Let me see. So that's number 6. I believe I did that one too. Number 6. Oops. So you see where the algorithm is testing it. You can see it right here by reading the the video right in here. So that one is done, it's in. So it's in the folder. And it's in the timeline. That's just for me to be able to keep track of what I'm doing. Shadow banning is already in from last night. So the next one that I want to add is number 7. So it will be 2 videos after that. So this is shadow banning. Algorithm is testing use right here. I added this one as well. Let me see, is that what I'm talking about? Okay, then the shadow banner should be the next. So if I want to create some space, usually all I have to do is basically highlight that section and move it over. Stop guessing. That is this video right here. That should be this video right here. Let me see what we got.
Want to hit 4,000 watch hours fast in 2026 without getting your channel banned. In this video,
Okay. That should be that's not the one that it is. That's that one right here. Okay, before last video, channel could vanish tonight. It should be this one right here under this. Okay. Channel could vanish tonight is this one, so that's one there too. I want to add the 4,000 hours playbook. And I believe this one is not loaded here. It'll be this video right here. All right, so the first thing I have to do is put it on the, I have to bring it in to DaVinci. And I have to put it here onto the master section, right? That's the one right there. So let's see what we got. Put some space in here. I have to move the timeline. I don't know how big this is. It's a little big, so here you go. And then you put it back in. So that means that this video is there already. It's on the timeline. It's on the time. It's already timeline. Okay, so before that should be shadow banning. It should be it. Let me see. Let's read a little bit. Take a look at it.
Nobody talks about this, but most YouTubers blow up right after their lowest view videos. Not during the hype, not when they're...
Okay, so let's see here. YouTube shadow banning is this one. And this one is this two might be. I'm gonna have to reverse the order of these two right here. Either there or here. I don't know which one will be easier. I'm gonna change it here instead. It might be easier to do it here than to do it over there. I don't like the order once I go to the next stage, I can always come back and I can make changes to it. But the key right now is to kind of get a sense of how these videos are set up. And I got two more. I think these two are already in, but I'll double check. Keep posting should be right after stop. Here. And I could disappear. It should be this one.
Want to hit 4,000 watch out.
Okay. No, I don't think that's a posting one.
Listen up. In the digital theater,
No, none of these two right here. Let me see if I could get some space. Let me see if I have this one is here. Should be this one, so keep posting like nobody's watching. Let me double check. You should have this for the 9. I uploaded a lot of these videos last night too, under the master. Let me look at folder number 9. Let's see if I can find it right here. Just in case. Oops. Is that really that short? Or is this only the looks like this is only the it's only the thumbnail. Let me stop it. Let me do an undo. And let me see if I can find it real quick here. Keep posting. No, yeah, so I grabbed. It's not the right one. This one. Yes. Using YouTube to not there. So I'm gonna have to get that out of the list. Sometimes that happens. You think you have a video, but you don't. I have to darken this one, change it so that it's not available. It may not be a big tragedy. So tomorrow, when I'm double stacking and people checking my work, I will find a replacement for this particular video. And let me see, the 12 should be there, tactical streaming. I saw that this morning. It's nice. It should be the last one, but let me just spray it here.
listen up.
Yeah.
In the digital theater of operation.
That's the one. And this one is what?
Want to hit 4,000 watch hours.
Okay, so that's about that. So you have basically some initial intro here, then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, flow videos that you could use to do this thing right now. So the difficult part right now is how do you edit this collection of videos? So you have at least 1 hour long or more. Looks like it's almost 2 hours, but after you take all of the gaps out, you're gonna end up with about an hour plus a master video, that's the goal that I was looking for. So let's see if we could start doing some editing, right? And then I'm gonna have to figure out what do I do to introduce each video so people are watching it. They kind of know what's going on. So let's start from the beginning. Quickly, I'm gonna show you my avatar. I'd like to tell you that this is my avatar here, my picture avatar. And the voice here is my voice avatar, which sounds different and looks like different on me, but it's okay because your voice and face change over time. What you would like to see is basically that you're making improvement time after time. Now, let's talk about a little bit how to manipulate the timeline a little bit. Obviously, you know that you can move this timeline to watch whatever you want anytime, right? In here, you have a couple of things. You have this minus and you have this plus. When you press the plus, you know, the timeline stretches and get bigger, and wherever the timeline marker is, I think it remains in the same spot. Let me try it again. That was at the beginning. Let's see if it does it again. See, it's stretching the place around the time marker. So if I wanted to do another video, it would do the same thing. Now, let's say that you say, "Oh my God, so many things. Where am I on the timeline?" You want to get an idea or a sense where you are in editing the video because it's too large and you got too many pieces. You click on this ruler right here, and what it would do is show you an overall picture of all of the videos within your timeline. It will compress them, but it will show you the whole thing. And I'll go back to this again. If I wanted to edit, let's say this video, right? I could go here and do, and I want to see more what's in it. Press the plus sign. You see how it kind of stretches it. It will allow me then to do some edit if I wanted to. Compress the information, play it, for example.
Would you like to know how to find the most effective strategies and tools for identifying and leveraging YouTube?
You see that? So if I kind of like what it's saying, if I like the speed that's going on, I just leave it alone. But if not, then basically I'll make some changes. So let me do one thing here. I'm going to show you the avatar first. And then, because I already checked the avatar on the first video to see if I'm able to make that connection. Sorry, let me go back here. Go here. Let me open up the avatar. I don't have to go that far. So I connected first the avatar and I did some editing on the avatar. And the way you could tell, basically, I showed that last night. So if you wasn't here, I'll show it to you tonight. What you do is, look, this is the original video footage. As you can see, it's much larger than what I kept because I did a lot of editing and stuff like that. We're going to be doing some editing of some of the videos so you see it live. So tonight's basically, can I get a cohesive timeline with all of the videos the way that I want to, and then continue the editing tonight, and however more nights it takes to actually do that. So I'm gonna press undo because I don't need to do that. Just kind of show you that. So I'm gonna play you through my avatar so you get to see it now. I do have, not on this video, but I do have video avatar and I have picture avatar. So I wanted to show you this is my picture avatar with a voiceover.
Most creators treat the YouTube algorithm like a lottery, but the top 1% treat it like a lab experiment. In this masterclass, 200.
So that's part of my avatar. Now the next video is my voice avatar strictly, and the other The footage are just a stock footage for what I'm doing, because it's what I wanted to do for this element right now. So let's listen to a little bit.
14,382 views. Exactly 28 days. 0 luck involved.
So what happened here? Let me see. Wait a second, guys. Oh, very interesting. I made a change last night, which I thought it was going to stick, but don't see it. Let's try it again. Oh, it's there. See, I was looking for the subtitles, and I couldn't find it at the beginning. So let me play a section one more time, see if I can find the subtitle.
214,000.
See right there, subtitle.
Views. Exactly 28 days. 0 luck involved.
So I changed that video because it didn't have subtitle. You want to have subtitle for the most part. A lot of people, when they're looking at videos, sometimes they don't even have the sound on. You're just sort of flipping through. Even for the longer videos, they might do that as well. So that's kind of good. So now I want to check the connection between this video and this video. So I want to increase the timeline, not by that much, decrease it. This is going the wrong way. Put it here. Now, one trick that I want to do, see if it works here, is on the effects. Titles. I don't want titles. Oh, I want effects. I want to get rid of that. I'm looking for something specific. Generators. I want to see if at the beginning of each chapter, I will add a generator to kind of capture the yes and the fact it's a new video. Let's see how it will look.
Most creators treat the YouTube algorithm like a lottery, but the top 1% treat it like a lab experiment. In this masterclass, 214,382 views. Exactly 28 days.
I know what's going on there. I know what's going on. I have to go over here and make some changes, because some of the data from the previous video is spilled a little bit. Because if I don't do it, you're going to see what happened. You get a section that will repeat itself. See, this section right here and this section at the end is kind of the same. So let's listen up for a minute.
It's 214,382 views. Exactly 28 days. 0 luck involved.
Okay. So you see that, that's the end of that. I think all of this section here is part of the next video. So this whole section here, the reason that I know that is because I'll show you in a minute. You got that. Come on. Editing is really a pain. So if I move this video here, you see the top of the bottom are identical. Right, so what you want to do is you say, okay, I cut it to, and I think I left this here to do a demonstration. Look at the first section here.
14,300.
You see there's no subtitle, and then look at the second section over here.
214,300.
See, that one has the title. And for the most part, you know, you want to be sure you get your titles in automatically, because I could do it from anywhere. I could do it from you. I could do it from here, but it's a little more cumbersome to do it manually, because I don't have the paid version for DaVinci Resolve. So if I have to do it basically manually, it's going to take me a long time. So let's get rid of this. And I'm going to show you something. Let's say that I want to call this whole section right here, right? I'm going to call this, that, and that. I could call it one at a time, or I could just highlight each one of them. Now look at this. I'm going to demonstrate two things, and I did it before. If you just do a cut, it leaves that space in there, and that's not what you want. You want to do what's called a ripple cut. You do a right click, and you find ripple cut or ripple delete. I think I use ripple cut. I think to me is more cool. Or you could use Control Shift X to do that. I usually don't use the Shift key. Some people like it because they just remember and do it. I like to do the mouse, and I would do a ripple cut, and look what happened. It didn't take, only took one. Ripple cut. See that? Kind of attach the video right to it. So that's kind of cool what I wanted to do. Now I want to test these two together. And I want to be sure that it has what I need. So you're going to see this marker that I put in here on this video. I'm going to put it at the end. And then I'm going to play it to see how it rhymes with the next video.
Improve 1% every upload. And as promised, use your community tab to re-engage your audience and reset momentum with a targeted post. If you think this framework is powerful, you aren't ready for what happens when you automate the entire process. I've spent the last 6 months testing a system that scripts and edits videos for you while you sleep.
To see how that's possible, click this video right here.
I'll see you there. Would you like to know how to find the most effective strategies and tools for identifying and leveraging YouTube trends in 2026?
See that? It kind of came a little late, but what it's doing is, in order to introduce the videos, like you're revealing, the curtain is opening, I'm going to reveal the next video. So let's see what happens.
Most creators
see that? The curtain's open. Don't worry about this hesitation, because what happens there is basically that, you know, the editing software is a little bit slow, but when it comes to the actual video, once it's perfected, it is really cool. And I used a little plus button to expand the timeline. That way I could put it right at the beginning of the video. So next time when it transitions from one video to the next, it's really seamless, right? I'm going to test it one more time. Now, where is my search? Yes, I have to find it. Where is my, what's my time? Damn, you fast. Okay, so let's put it right in the middle of the two videos.
And leveraging YouTube.
Let's go. want to check out this ending here real quick.
I'll see you there. Would you like to know how to find the most effective?
Looking pretty fast. Look how the new video comes in and the new curtain comes in.
See you there. Would you like to know how to find the most effective strategies and tools?
You see how it opened up for the next video that comes in? And then that way, it's kind of, somebody's looking for, okay, and it's not a one long video, and that you have to be able to do some editing and cuts and stuff like that in order to do that. Like, for example, I could do something else in here that will show the ending of this video. You see, like I could use the blade to cut it here, and then I could use a transition of the video. Let's see what I could do here. I could do a twist box here. It works, it doesn't work. That's one thing I haven't been able to figure out. Sometimes some of the tools don't want to work. I don't understand why, but maybe because I have a lot of things open, sometimes that happens. But page curl. Okay, so we did it here. Let's go here. For some reason wants to do it here. That's fine. That will show you that this is transitioning to the end, and I'll show you that right now.
See how that's possible.
So that, like, you flip the page, showing you, okay, something changed, and then for the next video you get
Would you like to know how to find the
you get the curtain opening, right? So that transition to me looks okay, looks pretty clean right now. So let me see if I can go to the next transition. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be connecting each video, and I'm gonna be transitioning with a curtain so that I'm able to quickly know, okay, oh, something changed. And then I will go back and I look within that video and see what I want to either cut or change or update, or what kind of transition I want to add, or what kind of graphics I want to put in on it. And that's what I'm going to be doing. So if that's the kind of stuff you like, if you don't know how to use DaVinci Resolve, you get a master class on it, basically, because we'll be doing all kinds of stuff, adjusting video, we're going to be cutting. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff here that if you have not done it, you're not comfortable with it, you should be able to get pretty familiar with it in the next, couple of hours or so. As soon as I can, I'm going to try to go for a little while. May not be able to get done tonight. I only have so many times to work on this project, and I'm going to show you whatever I can tonight, and then I'll move on to the next project and come back to it later. So next we have this video here. So this video is kind of interesting. What I did on this video right here, let me see if I can open it up a little bit. Too much. You can adjust manually too, that way you don't have to lose everything. So in this one here, as you could tell, I have various cuts already. Various cuts, and what it is, I had a lot of dead space for it. This is the outlier video, so let me go back, show you this. Let me show the whole video. Here you go. Let me go back to media pool. This right here. Get familiar with it. Sometimes if you have not done it, what you want to do is kind of play around with it. Like, for example, clicking there will give you the media pool, which will give you the master that has all the videos. And I'll show you how to load. I will show you once again how to load those videos. You have the master where you kind of load individual videos. Basically, what you do is you go to your file and you grab it and drop it and go like here. Click on that. And basically you could drop it here at the master folder, or you drop it in like I did initially. I went in on the media, I think it was right here, and I dropped all these folders at one time so that I'm able to work within individual folders as to whatever is in it. You know, because sometimes you don't want to kind of, if you have a lot of videos, you get lost with trying to manage all that. So I showed that last night how to get the DaVinci Resolve started, how to load in all your folders, all your materials. Tonight we're just doing cleaning. So actually we're right here on the editing tab, the bottom, and then you can go to the individual master folder, and you could pick from here or for any individual folder. So this one I know happens to be in the master folder. So what I wanted to show you was the difference between what's here on the timeline and what was originally the video. So if you look at that, this is the size of the video before we did all the different cutting and stuff like that. So you see that you don't just dump in the video. What you want to do is basically, after you put it in there, you kind of get rid of any dead space and things of that nature. So, and then you see how you have gaps on the audio, and you have gaps on the frame, and gaps on the pictures, and gap on the video. So you clean all that up. I did that, I think it was last night, so you're not gonna do it again because it's already done. But that's the value of doing it individually like this. So and if you don't like what you're doing, you can always do undo, and it'll get rid of it, right? So right now, what we want to do is we want to basically connect these two lines to see if it makes sense for them to go together, right? And like I promised you, now something else you may want to do here, as you can see, when I click on it, everything kind of gets lit up, right? And you may not want that. So you want to do a right click, and you do a link clip. I mean, you own linking it basically by pressing that. So next time you click on something like on that article there, I can move it independently, right? Now that would allow me to bring the effects that I was looking at, which was the generator. I promised you I was going to have a generator on the front on the beginning of each video, so that I'm able to tell what's not there. Yeah, right there. So that I'm able to tell what's going on. So let me see, open that up here, go here. Okay, a little bit. As you can tell, there's still a gap in there that I don't want. Okay. So what I need to do is right now they're all individuals, but it's okay. What I'm gonna do is I just know where the gap was, because I wanted to connect the curtains at the beginning. So go back here. Didn't do it, of course. Minimize it a little bit. So I'm able to see the gap. Okay. That's how close the gap. So let's see how it sounds between the two folders.
exactly how they're doing it. I'll see you over there. Most creators are staring at a blank page, waiting for inspiration. But viral videos aren't luck, they're math.
You see that? So I'm able to clearly see that it went from ending one video to starting another one. It kind of opened up a curtain saying, hey, here I am on the next one on the list. And that's great. So I'm going to connect all of them using that technique. I'm going to do some of them for the next, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes. Whatever I get done, and then after that, I'm gonna show you all the tricks, and if I get done tonight, great. But if not, I'll just do some of it offline. When I come back, we work on some other material. But this one just the cut and all that. So let me see. If I could just do a little bit less. Okay, here we go. I think all of these are part of one thing, so I'm going to connect them back up. So if you want to link all the sections that you cut already into one, you highlight them, you do a right click, and just do link. Now they one element right now. See, all of these that were separate, and now I can move them as a one single element. Look, see that? And then you go into the next video. And if you want to kind of listen to it, you see I want to do something at the beginning and at the end. The beginning is fine. So let's find out what's going on at the end of this one.
These ideation techniques are powerful. Wait until you see how top creators are using AI to automate their entire production workflow. Click here to watch that next.
So basically, you could link end cards at this particular point. Once you get to the actually publishing the video, you could link, make references to, if you have any automation video, like I believe I do. When I get to that portion, when I'm doing the upload, I'm able to link videos, so if they want to stay within my channel, they just go basically to another one of my videos. So that's for another time. Now I want to connect the next section. I know I have a good ending here. Let's see what we got. So here we go. Let's see if the transition is good. With that, my marker here so I know what's going on. Open that up a little bit, not by much. There we go.
Workflow. Click here to watch that next.
Want more views, higher watch time, and better engagement? Here's my...
So I'm going to show you another trick. Let's say when you end in the video and you kind of want to separate the one section to another one. Another transition that you can use is here. Let's see if it works. It should work fine. I usually like this one because it's kind of crystal clear as to what you're doing. It should be like a double transition. You'll be able to see. Let me see if I can put it at the end of this one instead of the beginning of that one. This doesn't want to cooperate. Let's try it again. See, once you put it at the end of at the beginning of the other video instead of at the end, you can put it either way. But let's leave it there and let's increase this thing a little bit. Maybe allow me to move it. Come on, you're being difficult today. There we go. You take it off now again and see what happens. Put it back. No, it only wants to do it at the beginning of that, which is fine. You'll be able to see a difference. So this is like a double transition marker or feature.
Next. Want
more views, higher watch time, and better engagement? Here's my complete vibe.
I don't like it. What I end up doing was actually slowing down the video a little bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo here. Sometimes it's trial and error. You have to just kind of, and I'm going to make a cut here. And let's see if I can put it here. Yeah, here I'm able to do at the beginning of the video, which is fine. And I'm going to show you what it does. This is the slide push.
Start the next level. If you think these
So that one is like a Venetia blind. Let's show it to you again.
the next level. If you think these ideation
See that
techniques
one?
are powerful,
That's a good way to show transition between one section of the clip, which was this one here, and that one. Sometimes I do it at the end, and it's able to show a transition between one video to the next as well. See?
and start the next level. If you think these ideation techniques are powerful, wait
There you
until
go.
you see how top creators.
One last time, if it doesn't work, then I'm not gonna push it. No, it doesn't work, okay. So we did get that video in there, and let's move on to the next one. It'll be this one here. Before I do that. Let me see if I could do something different. Come on, don't be difficult. There we go. Let me add this live push here. See, it took it at the end. So before I connected I did this time before connecting the video. I put in the slide push. Now I'm gonna connect the videos and see what happened. Open it up a little more. Put the generator now here too. And when I do the transition, if I don't like it, what I'll do is I'll put a different marker. But for now, I need something big that tells me that hey, something is changing when I'm doing my editing. So this is what I wanted to do last time. Let's see how it works.
Content consistently.
This is my interpretation of Mr. Beast's success.
Didn't see that big of a change, but I think it was there. Try one more time.
Create viral content consistently.
This is my
Yeah, it was
interpretation.
there. I don't think you didn't see it because it was see, I kind of make it bigger so you got more bigger space to look at it.
This system to create viral content consistently.
This is my interpretation of Mr. Beast's
So you saw that one, sort of like kind of closing the gap on that one. So I think the transition here looks fine, okay, also. So let's move on to the next one. And I'm gonna do something different because I don't want to do the same thing over and over. Let's go to video transition. And what we want to do is probably a 90-degree turn if I can find it. A little more dramatic. So this time I'm going to rotate it 90 degree. Oh, don't want to do that yet because it has to be. I have to open it up and do a break, do some edit, so I know what to do here. Give me two seconds. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna cut it like here. And then I'm gonna rotate it 90 degrees at the end. And you see the difference on that one. Okay. Open that up again. Okay, go to effects, generator. And you could do it for a longer period of time too, so you could do it for the whole clip or half of the clip. So this is gonna have a different transition from one video to the next, adding a generator and a 90-degree rotation. So pay attention to this clip right here and how the old one goes away and the new one comes in.
Improvements, one video at a time. Most creators think their job ends the moment they hit public.
Okay. Don't worry about the slowness of it, because that goes away when the video is created. It's just sort of when the editing looks slow. So if you see in here, you have this 90-degree turn, and then it went into it to the other video. I'll show you one more time.
One video at a time. Most creators think their job ends the moment they.
You see, that's going to be pretty fast when we do the editing and stuff like that. So that will be fine. So we're almost there, guys. So let's see what we got. Go back to this. Let's figure out which transition we want at the end of this one. Okay, so we're going to first do the cut here. We're going to look for the, under the toolbox, we're going to look for effects. I'm going to show the other you can use, but I'm just using the one that I want to use for now. They all do different things. You can do, like, for example, you could add text right here. The one that you want to do is if you have the text right, you don't want to cover the whole video. So when you click on it, you go here to the inspector, and you could change the size of it. You could make it smaller, right? You see the better if it's over here, because you got other things in there. You see that? You could make it smaller in relation to what you want. And then you could kind of say whatever you want in here. You could say, for example, great, love it. Sorry. You could say, yeah, let's do a little thank you, because I'm gonna keep this one for later. And I'm going to put some text in there that I want for later on. So the point is, you can get that. Let's say I want to put it like in this corner, there's nothing in there, right? And I want to keep for that section, I want to put it like over here. So I could say, first of all, go to setting here under the inspector video, and make it the right size that you think it would apply. We'll sit over here, and then under the position, you could go right. Going right. What I'm doing is holding the mouse and sliding it to my right, and then I could use the other mouse here and I'm moving it to the left, and it brings it down. So now, and I could make that for this whole section here, or only for a smaller section. So now when it plays,
Stats every 5
look
minutes.
at that.
Wait 3
Came in
days
here.
before you analyze the data. YouTube needs time to find the right neighborhood for your content. Everything we just covered optimizes the video you just posted.
But if you want to know how to automate this entire process so your channel grows while you sleep, you need to see this next strategy.
So like I said, you know, this is, don't worry about the slowness of the video, because it will get better once you get it downloaded. So I'm gonna be repeating that because people say like, oh man, that sounds awful. It really doesn't when you it's actually printed. So, but that's how you kind of use all the text boxes. Some of these are pretty cool. You kind of bring some dimension, additional information, and into the video for that. And then here, what I want to do is, there's more text in there. But what I want to do here is do a video transition, which is different than what you've seen before. Let me see here. Maybe I'll do a simple one. I would do a simple one. I would do a slide down if it takes it. So you did a slide down, right? So now I could go connect my next video. It's this one here. And I could bring down, make it low. Okay. I could do my generator. And I could bring it here. And I'm going to show you this. I could combine that with transition. You could do multiple transition, rotation. I could rotate them in and out if I want. I'm going to rotate them in, so you're going to see the difference right now on the on this right here, right? Yeah, I just thought about what to do with this one, so actually let me just do it now. Instead of saying thank you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, back to this one. I want you to subscribe, for example. You always want to say why you want to subscribe, not just subscribe. My channel is about hunger relief for veterans, things of that nature. So let's see how it looks. So to me, it looks a little small. I want to make it bigger because there's a lot of space in there. So I go back to setting. I'll make it a little bigger. And I'm going to also make it on the right, maybe I look on the right side. Is it better here? Is it better there? Is it better on the top? I have to make it a little smaller now. Not too small. There you go. So now what it will look, the ending will look this way. And I could cut it and put it in different places, but I don't want to do that right now. But
You just posted. But if you want to know how to automate this entire process, so your channel grows.
That's so funny.
You need to see this next strategy. Click here
So
to
look
see
at this
how
one
AI
here.
is changing the game for 2026.
You see how it went down?
Right now, thousands
how it
of
kind of
creators are
turned.
convinced YouTube is secretly suppressing.
So it's kind of, what you want to do is kind of break the concentration of whomever is actually watching the video. So what you're doing by kind of giving them, for the eyes to look at different movement, just like, oh, what's going on, what's going on? So here, not only do we say subscribe, and it has different color, not just black and gold, gold and black, but then it has this other banner in there, and you could kind of say, oh, no, this is going on. Then here, At the end, it slides down. Look at this one. You're gonna see it quickly.
AI is changing the game.
See that sliding down? And then look at the current, how it actually turns before it starts.
2026.
Right now,
So
thousands
that
of creators are
sort of
convinced
popped
you
in,
to see
didn't just open, sort of popped in there, then open. So that's another way that you do for the transition on that. So let me look at a couple of things in here on this video, because I see a couple of gaps. It's probably music, but let's see if I like it or not.
right. Continuing from previous shot.
So I think I wasn't too liking of this over here. Oops. I think it was just probably only music. What's going on? In other words, two music, you're hearing the actual video music and you're hearing my live music. So let's look at this right here first.
Continuing from previous.
So you see, it's sort of like this music, no text. So one thing you could do when you see that, you want to make things a little faster, you want to get rid of that. You go here, you go there. Now, remember how to do the ripple cut that I showed you? You go click on the right click, you do a ripple cut and it kind of puts it together. You go to the next section now, here, and see what's going on.
What is shadow banning?
See that? I don't like this big gap. That's when you lose. That's when you lose people. You have to be ruthless when you're editing your video. If you see something like that, you want to get rid of these kind of gaps because you want it, unless it sounds so cool that you don't mind. But you want to get rid of those gaps like that. It's another one right here that we're going to investigate.
The term shadow ban.
Yeah, I don't like those gaps. 3 gaps right close to each other. Makes no sense for me. So I just do the ripple cut. And now we'll get rid of it. Right. So that's how you see what you do when you start looking at the video. Like this one is a small one here, but this one should not be a problem. Let me double check this one.
And here's the
Yeah,
scary
that was
part.
pretty good.
Some of them might be right. Continuing from
So that's kind of cool in there. You could do that. That's fine. So that being said, let's go investigate the next one. We only got a couple of more to go, so hang in there with us. I will show you a couple of other cool tricks. So go to the end again, place the timeline on the end, open it up a little bit. Try to move it with the cursor rather than with the plus sign. Here you have a couple of things you want to investigate, a lot of gaps, but for now, that's not what. Let's investigate the first one, this one here. This is going to be a cut here.
I read every single one.
So you see, you can probably get rid of the scalping there. Like the space if you want, but and let's look at this one here because it's going to be part of my cut.
Drop a comment below.
Yeah, you can probably get rid of this one here too. Okay, so that gives you the last section that you have towards the end that you're going to put your transition on. Let's see if we could do one that we haven't done before. You want to experience as many of these as you can. Light tone, I like the light tone. It's kind of different. Let's look at. Let's see. Let's open that up a little bit. There's no generator of information. Now, after we get to this process, we're going to do a lot more editing, a lot of graphics, inputs and stuff like that, so you'll be able to see what's going on. And that's what I'm going to do for now, because I want to get to the end of the other stuff. So let's look at what happened. This is a little different. Look at the tunnel, how it kind of
read every single one.
See that?
Nobody talks about this.
Kind of went away, and now the video comes in.
Right after their lowest view videos.
So you kind of see it. The video went away, the voice was still there, and then the next video pops in, and kind of it's a grand introduction. So you want to kind of do that kind of stuff. So we got a couple of more to do real quick. Same thing, place it at the end of the video. Open it up using the little dot here. Do the cut. Usually I want to do the cut in the section. There'll be other cuts that we do later, depending on what's going on in the video, either to get rid of gaps or to basically, add more graphics and movement to the video. And let's see, let's do some cool transitions for this one. That we haven't done before. I haven't used this one, the wipe, for a long time. Let me see how it looks. I don't even know how it looks anymore. Just let me see how it looks.
Your channel faster.
So that I like that one. It was kind of cool. So, oops. No, you don't want to do that. No, if you make a mistake, go do an undo. Deselect the knife. Go back here. Open that up a little bit. It wasn't even close. Yeah, go back to generator. Bring in the curtains. Okay, sounds good. Let's look, see how it sounds at the end. I think I see a gap here. I want to know what's going on here.
Faster.
They told us that transitioning back to civilian life would be the...
You could do it faster, like she says. Well, this is fine. But see, you got your transition from another thing that is kind of hard to miss. This is a female speaking to a male, right? So kind of it changes the dynamics of the attention span of the listener or the viewer. So listen to transition from one voice to another.
Channel faster.
They told us that transitioning back to...
So it's like a dramatic new speaker coming in and presenting data. So that's kind of, for me, that's kind of cool. When people say use your own voice all the time, I don't think that's a right approach, because of the fact that it is difficult to maintain the attention of the viewer if you do that. So let's go here again. We got 3 more to do, 3 short ones. So I'm gonna put a cut here. Oh, first I have to figure out what's going on here. What's all these spaces?
Mission accomplished. Out.
You don't need all that silence there. So first thing we want to do is cut. So doing a little bit of that SOP there. So like about right there. You do a right click and you do, let's do a repo, do a repo cut. I want to comment and be consistent with what I'm doing. And let's do another cut right here. And let's look at the transition that we want to pick out. I'm going to do a simple one and slide to the left. You go slide to the left. Put it here. Here. After this, we only got 2 quick ones. Open it up now again. You should be getting pretty good at this thing. what you want to do, you want to be consistent in what you're doing, basically. And so when people kind of see what you're doing, they say, "Oh, I know what's going on next. I know why they're doing that." So it becomes really simple for people to kind of visualize what's going on. So that's what I'm doing. The same type of ending where something is happening, at the same time we're beginning, we kind of say we're opening the new section of the video. So that kind of is a quick way to do that. So we'll go back to this. Let's move it to the end again. Open that up a little more. Oh, this one has a lot of dead space. I'm gonna have some fun with this one. So first, let's find out what's going on here.
Zero. Second channel logo.
Oh, actually, we don't want all this dead space. And when you have this space, it's really easy to, even if you have good music, it's really easy to lose your viewer for doing that. So you want to get rid, you want to edit that out. There you go. Look at the end here. Should be nothing going on there. There you go. So you get rid of that too. Okay. And I'm quite sure there's more over here like that. If you see, I mean, there's nothing there. There's nothing going on. Most likely they do that. And I think that's going to be it for tonight, guys. Yeah, guys, let me cut the video for a second. Listen to the music if you want. Okay, I had to turn off some lights, but apologize for that. And I'm gonna just take a look real quick. Be sure I don't have any big items that I need to cut. I probably will. Right here, you know, a lot of big items that probably needs to be gotten rid of. Usually that means no audio and nothing. Somewhere you have to listen to, somewhere you could just see and see it. You got nothing in there. So what I'm gonna do when I actually reading the video, top to down, I'll be able to make a determination whether or not it's an area of concern or not. But for now, that's not the purpose of what we're doing here tonight. So we're just doing a transition cut. So we are able to add demarcation line between one video to the next, so it makes it easy for us to make a determination what's happening. I'm going to continue that because we're almost done, and then that's going to be all we're going to do tonight. Let's see what we got here. We got something. Another way, if it's at the beginning of the video, you can always do this. You don't have to do a cut. It does the same thing as the other stuff. Generator. Like I said, I will find another way to do this. But for now, that's what I selected to do this time around. Okay, here we go. One more, and then c'est la vie. One more transition. One more cut. I'll cut it here. Transition, this is going to be a different one. You don't have to do a different one all the time, but I find that sometimes it's really cool. This is I just want to show you as many features as possible. This is a fold out. It's a big movement for this one. And like I said, don't worry the way it looks right now, because in reality, it's not going to look that way when you're doing your print out, your video creation. Okay. Let me see. Generator. What else we got over here? We can use Zoom, 3D Zoom. I never used that one before. Something different, so I have to kind of inspect it manually. Leave it to the last one to be difficult. But let's see what happened here.
Long form content. Aim for 10 minutes or longer. Master storytelling. Strong hooks, unique sound design, and show your real personality. Use emojis to keep visual interest and trigger a second look. Schedule live streams 24 hours early and review comments live. Use playlists, end screens, info cards, and community posts to keep viewers watching. Subscribe for more organic YouTube.
Yeah, so this is sort of like a...
In the digital theater of operations, watch hours are the ground we must seize. This is not just a broadcast, it is a mission. And just as every Marine
so I think what it did
weapon,
was, it did the word replay,
this is,
which is basically I could change it to something else. Just a little bit here.
Many like it, but this one is mine. My stream is my life. I must master it as I must master my life. Without Restream Studio, my mission is compromised. Without my mission, I am obsolete. I will prepare my...
Yeah, it's gonna go into yeah, so you could change that to subscribe. Now the cool thing about this is this. See how it's all black? You could change it to a different color if you want. Green is a very popular one. And then what's cool too is you could change the size of the these. Okay, it's in the zoom mode. It's kind of zooming out completely. See how it looks? Zooming out of the page basically. Let's go.
Listen up. In the digital theater of operations,
So that might
watch
be
hours are the
okay.
ground we must...
And it comes right back down. So the question is, do you want to make it zoom? You got to zoom up, zoom down, and zoom up. You got the setting. And you could fix. You got the setting right here. But you could make it get smaller. I'm sorry. You got the generator. You got that there. Control. Setting. Let's see. That's bigger. You want to make it the size of the frame, which is fine. Even though this has a short format, but it actually has the background is actually a video length. So what you do, since this is the last video, right? You want to add the word subscribe to it. Whatever else you want, doesn't really matter. See that? Comes out, flashes, turns, and then go back.
This is not just a broadcast.
So,
it is a mission. And just as every Marine masters his weapon, we must master our tools.
Anyway, so basically that's the gist of it. Now every video is connected to a transition. So tomorrow's model is playing the whole video. So it will be about an hour and 45 minutes total, I think. Which is, if you want to have a masterclass, you want to have it to be a long video. But you know, planning and executing a long video sometimes is hard. So what I did basically was, I kind of did the following. I actually did a video for each element of the master class. And I was posting them throughout the week as I was kind of getting towards the end. And then at the end, basically what I did was, after I had enough video collected, I list them all, I put them all together and just sort of randomly just put them all together as all the videos that I could possibly use. I made a decision based on priority, what videos were in, what videos were out, and in the order they were in. And then using the DaVinci Resolve, I sort of stitch them together. And I have added some transitions between videos, right? Tomorrow we're gonna check the cohesiveness for the audio. And we might still go ahead and make changes and add more videos and take out video in order to make it, a better class. Also, you'll be able to see some more editing. So if you want to join us tomorrow, we will continue the editing process and telling you the rationale for doing what we're doing. You're going to be able to see some cool stuff. Hopefully that was something that you were interested on. With that being said, I'd like to bid you good night.